brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town.
Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I am Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. A curfew was imposed across the valley on Tuesday as authorities apprehended violent protest in view of plans by separatists and Pakistan-sponsored groups to observe August 5th, the first anniversary of revocation of Jammu and Kashmir special status as Black Day. Police and CRPF personnel were deployed in strength across the valley to ensure that the plans of the separatists to disturb peace did not succeed. An order issued by Srinagar District Magistrate Shahid Iqbal Chaudhary said, any such mass gathering would also be detrimental to efforts related to COVID containment. India's COVID-19 tally increased to 18,55,745 with 52,050 people testing positive for coronavirus infection in a day, while the recoveries crossed the 12 lakh mark on Tuesday, according to the Union Health Ministry data. The death toll due to COVID-19 climbed to 38,938, with 803 fresh fatalities being reported in 24 hours. A total of 12,30,509 people have recovered, while there are 5,86,298 active cases of coronavirus infection in the country presently. The recovery rate among COVID-19 patients has risen to 66.31%, while the fatality rate has further dropped to 2.10%. With 590 fresh cases, the COVID-19 tally went past the 22,000 mark in Jammu and Kashmir on Monday, even as 11 patients succumbed to the disease in the last 24 hours, taking the death toll to 407 in the Union Territory. Of the new cases, 157 were from the Jammu region and 433 from the valley. There are 7,567 active COVID-19 cases in the Union Territory currently, while 14,032 patients have recovered from the infection. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said on Monday that the youths of Jammu and Kashmir have been provided a level playing field for employment and skill development under the new arrangement that came into existence last year. The minister said, now there is no room for middlemen and dubious recommendations in recruitment to lower grade posts. The selection to these posts will now be held purely on the basis of merit in written test, and skill test will be of qualifying nature only. 4 people, including 3 locals and an employee of Lakhanpur Toll Plaza, were injured in a clash between the two groups of Lakhanpur late Sunday evening. SSP Kathua Shailendra Kumar Mishra said that police has registered a case against both the parties and also arrested 6 employees of Toll Plaza. He said action under law will be taken against the defaulters. The annual pilgrimage to Amarnath Cave Shrine in South Kashmir Himalayas concluded on Monday when Chari Mubarak Holy Silver Mace of Lord Shiva was taken there by air after government cancelled the yatra due to COVID-19 pandemic. Mahant Dipendra Giri, custodian of the Holy Mace, one depicting Lord Shiva and another Shakti goddess Parvati, led the puja and other traditional rituals at the cave, where only selected number of sadhus were present. India has recorded highest single-day testing by conducting over 6.6 lakh tests to diagnose COVID-19 in last 24 hours, said the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Tuesday. A total of 2,08,64,206 samples for COVID-19 have been tested across the country so far. The bomb disposal squad of the Indian Army on Tuesday destroyed an improvised explosive device-like object on Srinagar-Baramulla National Highway. The object was recovered by road opening party of 29 Rashtra Rifles, their petrol pump in Tapparpattan area on the National Highway. It was later destroyed by Army bomb disposal squad. Pakistan initiated unprovoked ceasefire violations along the line of control in the Krishna Ghati sector in Poonch district on Tuesday. Indian Army retaliated befittingly to the unprovoked ceasefire violations. For the first time in the history, the Indian Army has deployed women soldiers for the internal security and combat operations near the line of control in Kashmir. At an altitude of over 10,000 feet from the sea level at Sadna Top in Tanghar area of Kupwara, this army officer along with a group of women soldiers have been deployed at the security checkpoint on the road which leads to the LOC villages and vital defense installations in the sector. These women soldiers are from Assam Rifles and have been sent to North Kashmir on deputation. Fallen stone pelting incidents and continued crackdown on separatist leaders in Jammu and Kashmir are key factors of a decreasing trend of violence since the abrogation of Article 370 last year. A comparative analysis of the data gathered since the constitutional changes were made last year shows the separatists who used to give call for strikes in Kashmir are in disarray after the government continued to crack its whip by seizing their bank accounts and attaching assets allegedly amassed through terror funds. Senior Congress leader Saifuddin Soz on Monday claimed he continued to be under house detention and that the main gate of his residence has now been locked from inside as well. The former union minister urged the country's judicial system to take notice of the situation. In an affidavit before the Supreme Court, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has said Soz was never detained nor under house arrest and there are no restrictions on his movement subject to security clearance. The Drugs Controller Journal of India gave approval to Serum Institute of India Pune to conduct phase 2 and 3 clinical trials of Oxford University AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine Covishield in India. India's case fatality rate now stands at 2.11%. Ahead of the reopening of yoga institutes and gymnasiums, the Health Ministry has issued COVID-19 appropriate protocols to be followed at such facilities like allowing only asymptomatic people, maintaining social distancing, use of Arogya Setu mobile application and wearing of visor while exercising as far as possible. All yoga institutes and gymnasiums in containment zones shall remain closed and only those outside such zones will be allowed to open. The guidelines on preventive measures to contain spread of COVID-19 in yoga institutes of gymnasiums, spas, sauna, steam bath and swimming pools shall remain closed.